Hey guys, welcome back to another day, another adventure. But yes, as you know, I've been homeless around the streets and around different countries for the past year since I got refused entry into USA. I had a place to stay in USA, but I've been back. I saw from your other videos, I've been back and forth too many times from the USA, and I didn't have a flight saying when I was leaving the country, which was part of the requirements, which I didn't know I needed. So since then, I've been using couchsurfing and work away and volunteer work around Mexico and around Paraguay and around Brazil. But the thing is, couchsurfing is an app you use where you go online and you say, yeah, look, I'm homeless. Do you have a bed to stay in? I can give you English lessons. I can clean and cook or anything kind of work you need. And they usually give you a place to stay. The past few, it used to be really good. I used to use it and used to share good times with people. But yeah, the past few years it's changed into a gay community where they get you to come around and do sexual favors. Like you saw in the other video, I was giving the video that was just on then, I was giving a guy a massage, a nude massage. I couldn't record the rest because it was a bit rude. He wanted me to do things that I'm not allowed to put on YouTube. I'm not allowed to say on YouTube. He wanted me to stick his finger up his bum and do other things to him as well. When usually couchsurfing was just about, joining them, having fun with them, having a great time, joining the company. You go traveling together, you see the sights together, you help cook and clean with them and offer them great stories, because I have many travel stories. For me, being around the world, I have endless stories, many stories that I'm not allowed to put on YouTube. But yeah, the guy wanted me to, stick his finger up his bum, and I had to get a place to stay. I'm ashamed to say I had to go through with it because I had no other option. Otherwise, I would be homeless on the streets, and I was starving. I didn't have a bed to stay in. So yeah, I went through with it. He wanted me to get excited and and have S3X with him, but I couldn't because I'm straight and I couldn't get excited. But yeah, I've had many people groping me, touching me, doing things to me. There's one guy that wanted me to. He wanted me to do videos with him in Rio de Janeiro. He's a French guy in Rio, and he wanted me to be naked and do videos with food and have my willy in food and ejaculate into food and stuff like that. And yeah, I think that was last year, and but I couldn't do it, so he kicked me out on the streets, even though he had a bed to stay in and everything. But yeah, I have many stories like that I can go into. Yeah, I've had many guys. I mean, I think I was a bit. I think when I was first homeless in Rio de Janeiro a couple of years ago, I had a cool guy, a cool friend who invited me around to his place, and we ended up. I'm not gay or anything, but we ended up hugging and being half naked together. And yeah, he gave me a place to stay, and I was comfortable with that because he was a friend, and I was like, okay, yeah, I'll he has sexual needs as well. I mean, I've not had sex I've not had S3X for over a year now, and I'm comfortable with that. I'm straight, so I'm okay, but it seems like gay guys, they want to have sex all the time because they can get it all the time anyway. But yeah, I was comfortable doing it. And as you see from all these pictures of me are of me recently, except for the one of you saw me homeless. When I said I'm homeless, I was in London, that picture, and I took a selfie. But yeah, like I said, I was comfortable, and I gave him a massage when he was naked, and it helped me be a bit more comfortable, and get my ego out of the way. But there's a limit to what you can do, to what makes you feel comfortable, what makes me feel sick. I think I was sick one point by, I think it was the guy when I stuck my fingers up his bum, and he wanted me to do stuff which was smelly and stinky, and I think it made me sick. I think, one guy in Argentina, he promised me a place to stay, and then when I came in, he said, okay, I will give you a place to stay, but only if you let me suck, he wanted to, suck me off, and I said I can't do that because I won't get excited because I'm straight. And he ended up doing it because he had a really great apartment, and then when he did it, he changed his mind, and I was physically sick when I went outside. Yeah, I remember that was my first time. I was really angry, and I felt physically sick. I felt like vomiting as soon as I think I tried to vomit when I went outside the apartment, because he was in the ad, he said, "Oh yeah, I have a place to stay. I have a place to stay," and he said he saw my body, he saw my picture and everything. Okay, and he said, "Oh, I'll let you stay at my place for 5 days." He had a really beautiful apartment and everything. I was homeless, so this was like heaven to me. He said, "But in exchange, I'll if you let me do some nude photography, some nude videos of you." And I thought, okay, but no sex. I thought, okay, but because I'm straight. And he said, okay, yeah. And then he came around. We did some nude videos and everything. He showed me like his upstairs jacuzzi. He did some nude videos of me, some nude pictures. And I wasn't comfortable at the time because I'd never done that before. I'm much more comfortable because I've been through tons of that kind of stuff recently. I'm not saying I'm a great specimen or anything, but just with being homeless and with couch surfing and people wanting favours, which I understand everyone has their own needs or their own desires. So if I can help them do that, which doesn't hurt me in any way, and I thought, okay, it's no harm to me. But then after that, he took me downstairs and saw the new, did the new photos, did the new videos, and he changed his mind. He locked the door, he locked the kitchen door, and he said, "Okay, no, I'll let you leave, and you can have the place to stay for 5 days if you let me do anything I want to your body." And I said, "Well, I'm straight. I can't get excited over that." And as much as I wanted the place, because I was just, when you're starving on the streets, when you're really homeless, you'll do anything for it. And when you have been at days and when you've been weeks without a bed, you'll just do anything. So I was like, I can't get excited over it. I said, "Oh, just let me suck you off. Just let me do this." I said, "You don't have to do anything." And lots of back and forth. I said, "I can't get excited. Just let me leave." And obviously, I'm a kickboxer, so I could have taken him out. I could have gotten the key. But in Latin America, I don't do that kind of stuff because here, everybody, knows to everybody. It's all about who you know, and you can never trust the police here. It's all about who knows who. And this guy looked kind of rich as well, since he had a huge apartment to himself. So I thought, and everyone carries weapons here. So I thought, okay, this guy might have a knife or a weapon nearby. And we're in the kitchen here, and he could be handed a knife behind his pocket. And you never mess with that kind of stuff, and it isn't worth it. So and then he started touching me and groping me like the audio. I think I've had a few people touch me and grope me, especially in Rio de Janeiro when I'm walking on the street, especially when I'm wearing pants like that. They always sometimes they try and grope me, touch me, which I'm used to in Rio, on the streets, on the parades and everything they have. But this guy started touching me, groping me. And then he started saying, "Well, it's not going to hurt you in any way, if you just let me suck you off, it's just." He ended up, so I thought, okay, I'll just go through this moment. I've gone through many moments before of pain, to try and get, try and get to where I need to be. So I went through it, and I ended up being sick outside afterwards.